Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome in, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is a reading for the sign of Aries for the last couple of weeks, of January, last 2 weeks of January, last few days of January. I hope you're all doing well. Please do remember that this is a collective reading. It's not a one-to-one. So not everything may resonate with you, but hopefully you will find something that does in this message. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please do give the video a like so that it can get moving around YouTube. The last video I did for Aries only got 1 view, and then before that, the fire signs 0. So let's try to move that needle. Okay. So Aries, as I was concentrating and focusing in on your energy with the Oracle of the Universe, the first card out is Ursa Major, Vows. And you see that polar bear there staring up into the sky. It looks like the Aurora Borealis is actually in his hand or emanating from his, not his hand, his paw. Come on, stay focused, will you? Ursa Major, Vows. It's a beautiful card. All these cards are beautiful in this deck. Okay. Vows. Keeping your word is important. Someone may be trying to damage your reputation by breaking their word. Check all legal contracts thoroughly before signing them. If you make promises to yourself, see them through. You are worth keeping your good word to yourself. Honor yourself. Okay, so this is about keeping your word, keeping your vows, honoring that. It's also about reading and rereading any legal documents that you're about to sign. So keep that in mind over the next couple of weeks, please, Aries. That's the message there. And then from the Tree of Life Oracle, I haven't used this in a while, but this is what they wanted me to use. So number 9, Yesod, foundation, birth, cycles, and intuition. The card is beautiful. There's a dog, there is a church door, there is a key, and it looks like maybe like a Mother Mary figure there. You see the roses here, is helping this person in her arms, comforting them, right? Birth, cycles, and intuition. Birth, cycles, and intuition. Number 9 on the Tree of Life, Yesod stands on the threshold of life and death, a place that gives birth to new ideas and new life, but also welcomes back those whose earthly journeys are over. This is the first Sephira beyond the physical plane, the closest to Earth, and the one through which all must pass. It is part of the machinery of the internal and external universe. The planet is the moon. There is a big moon in the background there. Lots of spheres. You may be increasingly aware of your psychic and mediumship energy now. How can you be more mindful of it? Intuition. Yeah. So cycles of birth, cycles of death, cycles that we go through on this planet with projects, with home life, with work life. You know, everything is a cycle. So keep in mind paying attention to your intuition, and that new things may be coming, or, you know, as it said, you may be close to someone whose time is getting close to passing from this earth plane. If that's the case, my heart goes out to you. But remember, nobody ever truly leaves. Our soul essence is our soul essence, no matter what. They gave you 2 cards from this deck. And the next card is Kether, the crown chakra. You see the king there. He has a swan on one shoulder and an eagle, I believe, on the other. Also the symbol of Poseidon, I believe that is. Source, point, attainment. Number 1 on the Tree of Life, this is the space at the top of your head. The bit where the light gets in. Your antenna is here, the transmitter that sends messages out into the universe and the receiver that lets them in. The planet is Neptune, a nebulous planet, long associated with the world of mysticism and spirituality. So that brings in your intuition again. A word doesn't leap from the pen fully formed. It's held within the ink until all the circumstances are there to release it. The thought, the pen, the paper. Welcome to Kether. This is the moment before the moment, the space between that holds everything. How interesting that we get this card and also the other card that was saying between the earthly plane, the physical plane, and the spiritual, between life and death, things that are getting ready to be birthed, and this talking about what is kept in the pen before it goes to paper. Very interesting. With this card, you're being asked to consider whether you're ready to release your next idea, next statement, next thing, whether it's still candy floss on a stick at the fairgrounds somewhere in the imagination of a child. That's funny description. Do you need more time for things to develop? Do you need to lose yourself in a task that takes you into the liminal space, that first stage of something new? Daydreams are a treasure trove of ideas. You're being encouraged to enter the worlds of no thing in order to find everything. Intuition, very important. Keeping your word, birthing new things, or the threshold between life and death, so to speak. And then the crown chakra, your intuition, letting things in, letting the messages in. Yeah, we have to let them in, right? All right, now we're going to see, Aries, what the tarot has for you. This is the Gilded Tarot, building on keeping your vows to others and to yourself. Your intuition with the birth and death cycles, the cycles of life, all cycles. Source point and attainment, that idea that's still sitting there, maybe not fully ready to be let out yet. So there is a message right there over these next 2 weeks of January. Somebody could be crossing over. You could be having an idea that you need to mull over a little bit more, but you do need to keep your vows. Keep your word. Your word is your integrity, right? Keep your word to others and yourself. That was the first card out. So, and the other thing is, it's almost like going backwards, because 9, the foundation, is that last point on the tree of life that's closest to the earth, and 1 is the furthest away with the crown. So I find that interesting. All right, the Chariot, Cancer's energy. Also victory, the King of Wands, ready for action. Ace of Pentacles, something new at work or in the way you earn your living. Some new offer coming in, new project, new collaboration. Knight of Swords, truth element there. That's words, that's contracts, that's text messages, phone calls, contracts, emails, anything to do with the written or spoken word, as well as your thoughts. Knight of Swords, element of truth. There is also an eagle there. So you have an eagle in the Kether crown card. You have an eagle in the card with the Knight of Swords. That's interesting. They don't point things out unless they want me to mention them. All right, let's see what we have. The Chariot, that is a victory. It's also Cancer. The King of Wands, that's fire energy. That could be you, Aries, there with the King of Wands. This guy is ready to do something, ready for action, ready to get going on something. So that's interesting. And then the card after that, sorry, I didn't mean to put my hand fully in front of that. Oh, come on, Lisa. That Ace of Pentacles, something new at work, followed by the Knight of Swords, being truthful, moving forward in your negotiations, I'm hearing, your signing of contracts, those types of things. The Nine of Pentacles, creating much beauty from your work. Then you have a Five of Swords to round that out and end the tarot portion of that. Five of Swords is like it's picking up and leaving with what you can. Well, let's take these one by one. The Chariot. As I said, this is Cancer. Maybe you have some Cancer placements or you're dealing with a Cancer right now. This is victory. You've accomplished something. You've gotten it done. But now the Sphinxes can't pull the Chariot. So there is a riddle. There is a question. There is something to think about before you move forward. And that harkens right back to that message from the Oracle card saying you need to think about something before you move forward with it. Like that idea, notion, those words that are in the pen, you need to think about it, figure it out before you move forward. The King of Wands, he is ready to go, ready to move forward. And this could be you, Aries, but you really need to think about your next step before you take it. Okay, that's plain as day. That's clear, crystal clear. This could have something to do with your work. Could be a new offer. Maybe you're getting ready to sign a contract with a different company, sign a contract, sign up for a website, sign a contract to sell your goods, your services. You need to read and reread that. Be sure that it is correct before you sign it. Yeah, but that is definitely something new. Knight of Swords. This could be air sign energy. But it is moving ahead in truth. He is marching forward. He's got his sword of truth raised. It's forward action with the words, the contract, whatever it is. It's moving forward, but he's not galloping, right? And he's got that eagle there, the eagle eye, using your eagle eye, eagle here, using your eagle eye on whatever is coming up over these next 2 weeks that you need to think about, consider, use discernment, listen to your gut intuition, making sure that it is the right thing before you jump ahead to do that. Nine of Pentacles. This is creating much beauty around your home, you're content. This is contentment. This is a feminine energy of, wow, I feel really good. Look at everything that I've been able to make, to do, to plan. My life is very comfortable. That's abundance. She is in a lot of abundance. And so this is what can happen when we make the right decisions, the right choices, is that's what it can lead to, is that big abundance. And then your last card out is this Five of Swords. All right, now fives are change, okay? So it may be that in this decision making, in this going forward, something is going to have to change about the way that you do things. So picking up your words, your thoughts and whatnot, having that one sword of truth right out in front of you, okay? Being truthful with yourself and with others, having integrity, right, when you're going forward, knowing when it is time to pick up and move on is the other message of this Five of Swords. So, Aries, it seems like you're going to have some choices to make over these next couple of weeks. But don't go off quickly with that King of Wands energy before you know what's ahead and what needs to be done and whether or not it's in your best interest to sign that contract, to give your notice at one job and move on to another. Just make sure that it is. I thought that was the card, but it isn't, because then it flipped back over when I took it out. It flipped over halfway in my hand, but that's not the one. Okay. Adventure. Orca Whale, Adventure. Anything else from this deck? Nope. I just heard that loud and clear. Okay. Orca Whale, Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. You are more powerful than you know. That's a great card to get. So overall, listening to your intuition, keeping your word, keeping your vows. Remember with this polar bear card, The crown chakra, paying attention, letting the messages in, right? With that eagle and that swan. The victory, but a decision needs to be made. There's something else that needs to be figured out before you go off and do it. And then that Ace of Pentacles with that new thing coming in with work, and that's right next to that abundance card. So I'm feeling like if you really think it through and make the right choice, you're headed for that abundance, right? Remembering to have truth as you're doing this. Remembering to know when to speak and when to be quiet. Right? Was that one of the messages in here? I can't remember. Let me just... Yeah, you definitely have that. Keeping your word is important. Someone may be trying to damage your reputation by breaking their word. Check all legal contracts thoroughly before signing. We got that again in this message. So Aries, I'm really feeling like there's something coming in for you, but you really need to pay attention to it. Be careful. I'm just trying to go through and see if yeah, I think that's really the overshadowing message here, is being really careful with your words, with your contracts, with your choices and decisions, really thinking them through. Okay, I hope this has given you some inspiration and some things to think about for the next couple of weeks, and I will be back with another sign reading in a couple of weeks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.